Good morning, everyone. How are you all this morning? Who have we got? Let me see. Hi, Holly. Mother. Sue. Suzanne. Sue. I said Sue once. Did I? It's always hard to keep up, Tanya. Just have to make a coffee and you'll be back. Awesome. Lovely to see everyone this morning. Good to see you here. We've got a lovely sunny day here today. We've also got lots of trucks going by, so I really have to apologise if you hear too much road noise. There's nothing I can do about it unless I went out there with a stop sign. That won't work. I'd probably be locked up. Hi, Marlene. How are you today? I always have a cup of tea here, and I probably maybe take a couple of sips out of it, but that's about all. All right. So I'm thinking you're all here expecting me to make a card this morning, aren't you? We'll see how that goes. All righty. So good morning, Susan. How are you this morning? Good to see you. All righty. So my name's Lorraine. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Fraser Coast in Queensland. And I had an order arrive yesterday, which is fantastic. So what makes it so good is that demonstrators can put an order in for the new products that become available to everybody else on the 3rd of September. So I've only put a small order in because I need orders for next month. So I need to make sure that I time it right. But yes, so I came home from work yesterday and I had a lovely box sitting there. It wasn't actually supposed to arrive until Friday, so it was a nice surprise. So as much as demonstrators can already order from the catalogue and the new online exclusives, um, anyone can actually do that if they join up and become a demonstrator. So I've got some silly thing popping up on I hate it when I get stupid stuff pop up on my screen. Okay. So if you've ever thought about becoming a demonstrator, if you know, and being a demonstrator is just a word. It's just a word, which means, hey, you can get your stuff at a discount. Okay. So that's what it's all about. You don't have to do videos. You don't have to do parties. You don't have to do anything that puts you outside of your comfort zone. All you have to do is put your orders in when you're ready, and there you go. All righty. So if anybody is thinking of that in Australia, I am happy to help. I can help anyone in Australia, local area or otherwise. So if you're looking at joining a good fun team, then I'm your girl. Oh, and you never know what's going to happen with me, I can tell you. Alrighty, so that is that. So what I'm going to start off with this morning is I'm going to show you what I got. And I have a question to put to you that was put to me, which was a very interesting question, but it was over 11 o'clock last night when I got it. So I was a little bit on the tired side. But anyway, so let's have a little look. I'll go down to the desktop. There we go. And we can have a look. Now, also in my order, there are boxes on the floor, so you can hear me clapping and panting and carrying on. But also in my order, I got my mini catalogues. So if you don't already have a demonstrator and you would like a mini catalogue, please let me know. If you go on to my Facebook page, there's a link there that you can request a catalogue. but also you can ask me on here and I can quickly write it down, or you can send me a hoy afterwards. And so I haven't even unpacked it yet. I've got several that are going out, but I can always get another packet. That's not a problem at all. Alrighty, so that was one of the things. That it's a pretty cover, isn't it? Quite a pretty cover. I can show you the back. Yeah, all the different things. We've got all these. Gives you a bit of an idea of what's going on in there in the new catalogues. So there. Hi, Kerry. How are you? Okay, so that was the first thing. Oh, here we go. Now everything's going to fall on the floor. I also got another roll of this, simply because at the moment we've got the 15% off of everything that selected things that have the new in colors in. So I got another roll of that because I love it, and I'm sure I'm going to run out. Okay, what else did we get? I'll try and get this. Oh, and the other thing I got, because it was I got the Timid Tiger blends. I've got a couple more of those to get, but I will get them. Now, I did have this all in order. So, some people who were here when they did the what was it? An online I can't think of the name of it at the moment. Someone will tell me. Were able to actually order this set then. I was out of the country. I know I could have still ordered it, but I didn't have anyone here to receive the order or anything like that. So it would have been a bit silly. So it was the one that I really loved in this one. Just getting it all out. So this is the Peace on Earth with the Light of Wonder. Now, I think those two go together. Do they go together? No, that one doesn't. So we've got the Peace on Earth. Okay, and we have this beautiful ribbon. Now, I'm not creative now. That's it, Sue. Thanks very much. I was over in England when it happened, and to be honest, I didn't really do much at all. I didn't even really look at my Stampin' Up site because I was too busy doing other things. Look at this gorgeous ribbon. Oh, where is it? There. Oh, why can't I get it up there? Oh, there. There we go. Is it going to focus? No, not going to focus for me. It's beautiful, shiny. Yes, it's gorgeous, isn't it, Holly? Shiny ribbon, and it has the little puffy bits out at the sides. So that's rather gorgeous. I like sets that have got stamps or wordings that I'm still missing a set here somewhere, surely. Maybe it's still out on the table. I don't know. So I'm sure this is supposed to have a stamp set with it, isn't it? I might have left it out there. I'll have to double check. So these are the dies. This is the Peace on Earth. This is the wording, and I must have left one out there. But I love the fact that you've got love, peace, all the best in your new adventure, deepest sympathy, heartfelt prayers, peace on earth, big hugs for a good friend. So there's some really nice ones in here. You had toast and orange for breakfast. My mother has some fairly weird combinations of food sometimes. She likes lettuce and orange sandwiches. There you go. And then we have the Peace on Earth dies. Now, let me have a look at this. Let's see what beautiful dies we have in here. So we've got the doves, and we've got some lovely little areas here that we can put these sayings on. We've got some little stars and a couple of little envelopes in there. So that's really cute. And then there's also the embossing folder, which when you look at it, you can see the areas, the little die cuts in there. Actually, that's exactly right, Holly. And that's what I'm going to be going for. I'm going to be going for the ones that we can use for more than Christmas, because otherwise they go out of, I'm just looking for a piece of paper here. If you can see that, can you see that on? No, we need a coloured piece. Let's get a coloured piece. There, you can probably see it a bit better now. So you've got the greenery around the outside, and then you've got this lovely part in the middle here that these dies fit into. So how cool is that? They don't actually fit into it in here. It's not a hybrid, but you know, you can cut them out yourself. So I thought that was rather lovely, and it's got far more uses than just a Christmas one, but of course you can use it for Christmas. As soon as I saw this one, I was like, yep, I want that one. So that's that. We've had a look at that. We've got the beautiful little stars, the little, hi Lynn, how are you? We've got the beautiful little stars in here as well. We've got gorgeous papers. Oh, goodness me. My hands are still cold. There we go. Let's see if that worked. So absolutely beautiful papers. And again, they can be used for so many different things. So we have, and I've got it upside down, haven't I? Do it this way. So we have those which have got the beautiful, beautiful stars on the back, beautiful night sky paper. And there's two sheets of each. And then we have this gorgeous leaf and berry, but it's not a pine leaf and it's not holly berries. So again, it can be used at any time. And then we have the lovely plaid on the back. And look at this. How gorgeous is this? So you could use this for a wedding. You could use it as a sympathy card. Just so many, just as a nice, you know, Christmas card, if that's what you wanted. And again, a gorgeous, gorgeous back to it. And then we have, oh, must have turned it over the other way now. So then we have this, I believe, is a reverse side, and we have this gorgeous leaf pattern. So there's two of those, and then we have another dove one. How gorgeous are these doves? They're just beautiful with the very nice back to that one. And then, oh, it goes on forever. And then we have this one. This is gorgeous. This would make a beautiful background, and a very light background paper to go with it. Absolutely gorgeous papers. I love the doves too, Holly. I really do. So that was the next part. And then, of course, there's, and I was surprised with this. I thought there was only one sheet of each of these, but there is actually two sheets of each. So it says that it's blue, grey, and silver, I think. But look at this. How gorgeous is that paper? Well, card or whatever. Absolutely beautiful. This is so much like Secret Sea. And I can see that being used as a background, or, you know, like a nighttime sky. That Secret Sea there, and the beautiful silver that you could use. So then you could use the anniversary, the doves, and make a silver anniversary card. How about that? That'd be rather lovely, wouldn't it? Absolutely gorgeous paper. So that was that. That was that set. Now, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to do a card class on the 29th, and I'm going to be making 2 cards out of this set. The blue is gorgeous. The blue is gorgeous. And then, oh dear, where are we? The other set, I only got 2 for now. It is gorgeous, isn't it? All right, so the other one I had to have was, I'll open that in a second, was the Light of Wonder. So beautiful wording on here. Your strength inspires me. May your day be filled with love, light, wonder, magic. Wishing you a year of love, light, wonder, or magic. Embrace the same. Then there's a thank you. There's a you are a and an and. So my question that was put to me yesterday was, what would you use the you are a for? So for me, you are a wonder, or you are a wonder and light, love, magic. You could use all of them together. Anyone else got an idea? I just said too, you could like not put the a in there. You could have you are love, light, wonder, or magic. Or yeah, not the wonder so much. So that was all I could come up with. So if anyone else can come up with anything else, let us know. So lovely big words, lovely script, and then the other stuff in there as well. I love this, love it. All right, so that was that. And then with that, we also got this, it's almost like it's a see-through type ribbon, and it's got a glitter to it. Having problems with my words this morning. This happens sometimes. Please excuse it. It's like a chiffon. That was the word I was thinking of. And I'm going to cut that if I do it there. Goodness me. They don't make this easy, do they? There we go. This one is just beautiful. It would be even more beautiful if I could find the end. There you go. So it is a very delicate blue, but it does have that shimmer. Has the shimmer through it, which is gorgeous. I'm not a big bow person, but recently you might have heard me say that we don't have many blues. Well, suddenly we're inundated with blues. And put a pin in that. Hi, Tanya. Yes, I have, like I said, I haven't got a lot to start with. I'm starting small. So that was the. Then there's these absolutely gorgeous gems. They're called frosted iridescent dots. Yes, it's lovely and sheer. And look at these. How gorgeous are these? It doesn't give us the colors, but it looks a bit like strawberry slush, maybe pool party. This one's like a clear one, and this is either fresh freesia or something like that. But yeah, it doesn't give us the colors. But isn't that pretty? They're really pretty. And along with that, we have we have the dies. And she opens them up. And this is what, I mean, apart from the papers, these dies are what actually drew me to this set, because you've got clouds in here, you've got trees, you've got the other trees here, you've got these parts here that can make it look like mountains, maybe water down here. You could even use this one here. Oh, sorry, you can't see it very well. This one here, you could use it on the edge of a card to give like an edge to the card. You could probably use that one too if you wanted to. Just beautiful. And that was what drew me, other than the colors of the paper, of course. In actual fact, there was nothing about this suite that I didn't like. So I loved everything about this one. And then, of course, there's the balmy blue. Thank you. Oh, berry burst, clear and gorgeous. Great. Excellent. Well, I got all of those wrong. Excuse me. So Suzanne got those on her list. You'll be getting that set? Yeah. If you look at the website, it gives you, yes, I know. But you know what, Sue? While I'm on here, I'm not real good at doing two things at once. I'm really not that good. Okay, so then we have the absolutely gorgeous papers, and we have, I think it's 8 of each. 6 by 6 paper. Doesn't say it, but I'm pretty sure there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 8 of each. You looked at the website. So would I if I could have. So these are just gorgeous. They're like the auroras. I don't really need to show you everyone. This one is really weird. I actually love it. It sort of reminds me of Casper the Friendly Ghost. I really don't know why. But the most amazing colors in these, and gorgeous background colors. There's another one that's so pretty. And another. You can imagine these with a sprinkling of Wink of Stella on them, and they would look amazing. I think, oh no, and then there's this one last one here, which is beautiful too. Oh no, nope. Yes, that was the last one. So everything in that pack drew me to it. It really did. So let me grab it. That one's too small. I usually put these into a seal bag, because otherwise they all end up everywhere. And that bag's got a bit screwed up, but that's okay. They would actually, if we were to put those butterflies, the beautiful butterflies on there, wouldn't that be gorgeous? But you know what? I'd even make Christmas trees out of it. You know, like with a Christmas tree die, because I'm just that little bit different when it comes to that sort of thing. So I'm making 2 cards out of the other one and 2 cards out of this one for my card class that I'm having on the 29th. So that will be something different to do. And I was thinking I might use this one today. I'll just put it back in the box. Now I also bought, I'm not going to, I don't think anyone's going to be doing my card class on here. I don't know, but I've also got packs of gems that I will be giving away as a gift in my card class. So yesterday also I had a message from one of my ladies who comes to the class, and she was saying that although she's booked it, she can't make it to the actual class. So she asked me if she could pick it up. So I see no reason at all why she can't come in, pick it up, and do it at home. The only difference is that she won't have me there doing it. But, you know, if anybody wants to do one of my card classes and they want to do it at home, I can, because with the card classes, I cut everything. So I can actually send that out. So with a PDF. So if anybody is interested in having a card class sent out to them, it'll be the $30 plus the postage. And I'm not quite sure what that is. I think it's about $5 or $6. But I am happy to do that if you're interested, and you can let me know. And that way then I can make up some extras. Alrighty, so what to do today? Well, as I said, I worked yesterday and I had a really busy day, and I really didn't feel like doing too much when I got home. So I thought maybe today, what have we got? Will we use this? Where's the dies from that? Oh, that was the... You know what, I'm thinking I might use a piece of paper from that, something from that, and we could let me see what I've got in here. I think this had the dies. Yeah. All right, I'm going to do a bit of a mix and match today. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. That's lovely. All right, so maybe I'm just going to mix and match a little bit today, and let's see what we can come up with. I'm sure we can come up with something. So we'll choose one of these. I should really choose the ghostly one, shouldn't I? I'll choose the top one because then it saves me making a choice. So I'll choose this one. I'm going to use some... Let me have a look. What have we got in papers? We might use... Yep, that'll go, but I think I might need a bigger piece. I will use white. I think I'll use a white background. See how big that is. What other colours can we use on there? We could use maybe, well, gorgeous grape go with that. I think it would, but I think we might need to go with something a bit lighter. So maybe Highland Heather. We'll see how we go. And we'll come up with some sort of a card. And it's totally off the cuff. So I'm just trying to catch up here and see what everybody's up to. All right, I've got half an hour to make a card. So 5 3/4 by 8. Is that 5 3/4? Not quite. I mean, it is, but so let's do. And that was the wrong way. Okay. Is anyone else using the 12 by 12 basic white thick? I don't know whether I'm going to continue with it, the 12 by 12s, or go with the go back to using the A4. Alrighty, so, and then I want 8. Have I done that right? There we go, 5 3/4 by 8. So that is the card base. Suzanne, are you going live today? There it is. Looking for the bone folder. Now, paper. Think I might do it as a landscape. And I think I want like the middle part. I'm really not sure what I want. What I might do is I might do 5 1/2 by 3 3/4. 5 1/2 by 3 3/4. So I will make that my put that on there. And then I think I'll cut this out, and I need to cut it this way. So I'm going to cut it at 5 1/4 by 3 1/2, but I want the middle. So that's 3 1/2. So if I cut it at 4 1/2, is that how I want it? We'll see how we go. We've got 8 pieces. And I want it to be it's got to be 5 1/4 this way. So I'll take it off the other end. And then I'll do it's going to be 3 3/4 this way. So 3 3/4 will go this way and see what we get. No, I obviously haven't done. Was that 3 3/4 I did? Yep. By 5 1/4. Yep. I wanted 3 1/2, not 3 3/4. What am I doing? There we go. All right, so I'll pop that on there. That'll do that for now. And then what I might do, I'm not going to use that one. Let me have a look in here because I'm really tempted. I want to use probably the bigger one of those, and I'm going to cut a piece of Highland heather, I think. Let's see if I've got a smaller piece. Yep. So I'll cut that out of Highland heather. I'll just put that on the cut and emboss machine. Nothing wants to play the game this morning, does it? So those of you who know that our bank account was compromised the other week, and it was actually turned out to be twice, we had the first lot back from the bank today, which was very nice to see. We've just still got to put in the dispute for the other one because it hadn't cleared the account. So I'm going to pop that one on there. Now, I bet, let me have a look at this small one. Is that going to fit in there? It absolutely is. Wow. All right, so then I'm going to use the smaller one of these. And what should we have? I think we might just put magic across it because I like that word. So I'm going to cut this in white, and then we're going to stamp the word magic. So a piece of white. For 1 minute, tell me I don't have any. Piece of white just to fit on the inside like that. Mind you, I think too I could use and then I'm going to cut a couple of these leaves. And I'm going to have a dove. So I want 2 of these, so I'll choose a green. Don't need anything too dark. And I'm going to cut a dove, obviously in white. Although grey would look good too. Oh, how beautiful is that? Look at that gorgeous dove. Isn't it gorgeous? And then I'll just choose a light green. What green do I have? I want something that'll go with that. Might have to go with one of my mixed packs. Oh, I think that would work. Cut a strip of this. We'll do a couple of pieces of the greenery. Ah, beautiful. Delicate. Look at that. Is that, would you say that was soft sea foam? Those are so delicate. Look at it. It's beautiful. Okay. Let me pop this back in here. Well, here we go. It's all going to stick to everything now. Look at that. Okay. I'll put it all on, I'll put it all on magnet after we finished. So I'm thinking maybe if I pop that up, then put one under there and maybe one under that side with the little dove sitting there. And you can tell I'm making this up as I go along, can't you? We've got some bits and pieces here from, so I could also add, I'll do this as I go because maybe we just add a couple of those like that, just to fill it out a little bit. And then how about we might put one of those on there. Well, let's have a look. Let's put it together and see how we go. I'm going to stamp the word magic. I could do wonder. Oh, now I don't know what to do. Wonder, light, there's magic down there. Let's stick with the first thought, Lorraine. Thank you. Nope. Let's use the long block. Take this off of here. Need a bit of scrappy paper. And ooh, I think it's got to be that great list. I don't think we have much choice. Let's see how this goes. Might do it one more time because it hasn't been done before. I haven't used it before, so just get rid of all the gunky stuff. And, oh, it only just fits on there, peoples. Magic, look at that. All right. Start putting this together. So I'll put it onto the, I'm going to put this straight down. Isn't that gorgeous? Doesn't it go beautiful with that color there? Now, I haven't been watching what's going on here. Cheryl, I'm in Australia. Thanks, Kerry. Yes, sorry, I don't watch this. I can't, it doesn't go up. I have to do it physically. Oh, you're in Florida. Lovely. Are you having hot weather as well? Just after 8 p.m. You love the leaves? I do too. They're so delicate. Thanks, Tanya. Yes, me too. I absolutely love the font as well. Alrighty, so this is a real mismatch of the two. So I just wanted to put something together for you. You love the stamp set. And this really, like, when I sat down to do, I hadn't thought of this because I was late this morning doing everything. And oops, how did I have it that way? Doesn't really matter, does it? So we'll pop that on in the middle of there. Hopefully nice and straight. Like that. We're going to put that one on there and that one there. So I'm really tempted to pop both up, but I won't because it makes it too now I wonder which way that is supposed to go because I didn't check that out before, did I? So it actually leaves a little line around the edge. That's the right way. All right, so I'm going to stick this one down. In here. Eyeball that to be central. And then I'm going to stick this one up on dimensionals. And there's my dimensionals. I can see a lot of use in this for me. Now, I'm going to leave some spaces at the sides there because I'm going to be sticking those other pieces underneath. It's been very hot. Yeah. I've watched a few people from the States who have been saying how hot it is. I have family in California, but I haven't heard anything from them about the heat. But I'm sure if I was to put something up. Do you get the humidity with it as well? Like here, we get the heat, but then we also get really bad humidity. And it's the humidity that I can't take. I don't like the humidity. We're actually forecast rain this afternoon or this evening, later this evening. Where is, I want to use this cloud cover and I just want to edge this. It might be better using a dauber actually. Let me see if they're clean. No, they're not. All right, so we'll use this. What I want to do is just very lightly just touch around the edges of the Dove. Just a tiny bit like that. It's just to give it that little bit of oomph so that it'll show often. No, you don't, Tanya. When I lived in WA, I didn't find that we got much humidity either. But that was a long time ago. Goodness me, I was very young. All right, so now I just have to decide what I'm going to put in here. And I do love these leaves. So I'm going to put one in that side and probably one in this side here. Okay, and then I'm going to put the Dove, I'm going to actually put it up, and I will put, I'll think about that afterwards. I do have two other pieces of greenery which I can join into there as well, just to give it that little bit more bulk. These are off of the yeah, I think I could do that. These are from the washi tape, and I knew as soon as we got that I was going to be able to use so much of it on so many different projects. Oh, lots of humidity, and I'm not. Actually, I might change that one up so that it's the same as the other one. There we go. I think that looks a bit better. All right, so I'm going to pop those under there. Where's that silicone mat gone? There it is. Okay, so those two can come out. That one's going to be popped up. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. Those leaves are really delicate. They're gorgeous. Just going to dab some glue on there. In actual fact, they're so delicate, they're difficult to pick up. And then I'm going to slide it back in there so that it just, that's that one. And then I'll do this one. Hope there's enough glue there. And I'll just pop this one in. I've got to find where that's it there. A bit more maybe. No, it's already gone down. That's all right. It's still got to go on the base yet. So just those two there. And these two little ones, I think just to the side, just to give it that little tad of when I lived in Western Australia, I lived up north. I lived in Carnarvon. But I also lived further south as well. We lived in Subiaco for a while. Mind you, that was back in 1970. So I just thought I'd just pop those two there just to give it that little bit of oomph. And I'm going to put So while doing the dove, I'm going to put it onto double dimensionals because I've already got it lifted. So just so that it pops over nicely. I think I might need to put it on 2. So let me have a look. Or is it going to sit if I just put it? No, definitely need 2. So off and off. Why do you not want to come off? Wow, never had that happen before. I'm going to put another one on top of it anyway, so I have no idea. Has anyone else had that where the top won't come off? And that doesn't want to stick on it. What on earth? Try again. I'll put that down and take the top off. Put the top on that one. I have no clue what happened there at all. So we're going to put the dove. Just want it to sit slightly off. You can even raise the wings a little bit if you wanted to. How's that? And then, all right, let's use, we've got to use these, haven't we? I've got to use these gorgeous little dots. I was going to put a couple of flowers, but I think how cute would that be? Use it as the eye, the E. You're packing. Oh, Suzanne, it's never ending, is it? I actually like that little flower up there as an eye. Look at that. Magic. Right. We're going to use these purples. I'll take that off because I'm not going to put it there. But what I will do is I will use one of these. Maybe the smaller one. We've got the 3 size, no, 2 sizes, large and medium, I suppose. I'm going to put that one there as the eye of magic. And then, do you know what? Maybe, because we've got the pinks down the bottom here, maybe it doesn't look straight on there. It looks a bit better. Don't like it when it doesn't look straight. Oh no, we'll just go with 2 more of these. So I'm going to put another one here and maybe one up here. Alrighty, so we've got that. Looks a bit plain on there, so I don't know whether to pop a couple of flowers there. Maybe. What do we think? Should we put some flowers there? It does make a beautiful dot for the eye. I liked the flower as it as well. You're never moving again. Suzanne, did you not say that last time? I always say it. I'm never doing this again. And then I always say, I'm getting rid of all my stuff. I'm never moving this much stuff. No, it always happens. All right, so that's what I've got there. I don't know whether to stick those two flowers on. I'll talk about it afterwards. And we will pop this one. Make sure I've got it there. Into the middle. Like that. Where the leaves meet the sentiment label, like that. Actually, that looks nice, doesn't it? I could put those up there. One big one, one small one, like that. What do you think? Let's have a mini. And really, it doesn't matter where I put it, does that? Put it on one side. All right, I know what the problem was. There was something stuck on the end of my... And I'll just put a little bit of glue the other side. On the end of my take your pick tool. That's why that other one wasn't picking up properly. Oh, really? See, I knew it wouldn't take long. Just take it just off the magic. And where's the other one? Oh, that's still there. Let's pop that one on. I do want that one to go that way because, just because. A little bit of glue. A mini dimensional. Oops. How's that? Alyssa, we've got Alyssa with us. Sorry, I have to go back up. I didn't see that one. It does make a nice focal, you know, I mean, you could put on here, you are, and not have the A on it. You are magic. You could easily do that. That's not, that would look good too. And you're not going to put Wink on with a water one, are you? So this literally, I knew that I was going to show you what I'd received in my order yesterday, but the rest of it, I had no clue what I was going to do. What I might do is just put a little bit of Wink over there like that, just to give it that little bit of sparkle. It's hard to get this stuff to go exactly where you want it, isn't it? Has a mind of its own. There we go. A little bit more just there. There we go. That will do. And that is our card. Here's something funny for you. You live in Melbourne, Florida, which is, oh, wow. Now that is interesting. So you would pronounce that Melbourne, wouldn't you? Whereas we would pronounce it Melbourne. That's really interesting. Thank you for sharing. I don't know who we're Sister City 2 here. I think we have got one, but I have no idea who. All right, so I will put a greeting or a center in there, but not right now. Okay, so we've seen the new stuff. We've had a bit of a play and mixed and matched a few things. And I love to mix and match, I must admit. I really do. And it just goes to show that, you know, when we buy a suite or we buy a bundle, we don't have to, just like ours. Okay, excellent. I know in England, when I'm in England, they'll go, they'll say, oh, Melbourne, or they'll say you're from Brisbane or whatever, and some of the pronunciations are quite weird. But then again, in England, we have some Melbourne, yeah. Then in England, we have some really weird names of places as well. Right, so we took a friend over with us who hadn't been before, and she just loved the name of some of the places over there. Off the cuff card this morning. So we've used the new Light of Wonder, and we also use the Peaceful, and I haven't got it up here, Peace on Earth dies. So beautiful colors, gorgeous, very simple, straightforward card. I mean, I would send that to, I've got lots of people I could send that card to. So I probably will put UR up the top of there. But yeah. All right, let me come back up to the top. There we go. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Marlene. Thank you for joining me today. Now I'm going to get a frog in my throat. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, same time, same place. I may do one on Sunday afternoon. A Sunday night. I'm not sure, but if I do, it'll be around about 7:30 p.m. That also gives my English friends and family a time that they can come on, and it's not ridiculous to them. I think 7:8. It's about, at the moment, if I come on at 7:30, it's 10 in the evening. It's 10:30 that morning over there, so that works out well for them. All righty, off the cuff card, quick look at some of the new products, and that's me for today. So thank you so much. Thanks, Cheryl. You love that card, Kerry. Thank you. And Marlene, awesome. Thank you so much, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Take care with whatever you do. Be safe on the roads, and take care of you and yours. I will see you